This is the Mad Stitchy Girl, which I go by here on YouTube and on Instagram. Or you can find me on Facebook as Becca TMSG, which stands for the Mad Stitchy Girl. Today is March 27th. It is a Monday. Right now, it is very nice and bright. No more raining at the moment. It probably will come back. We've been having a lot of rain here in Sacramento, California. I live in South Natomas, in that part of the region. Today is FlossTube number 2 because I did a kind of a 1A, 1B kind of situation. But this is episode pretty much 2. It's going to be a small WIP update and then I'll get into plans. But I would like to thank everybody who is returning. Since I had to remake my channel, my subscribers are growing again, which is thank you very much. I would like to thank everybody who's new and everybody who is returning subscriber. Thank you again. But if it's because my last YouTube account, it got deleted, all the content and all the subscribers and everybody who I subscribe to. And I would like to thank the person who gave me the hint of who the couple was that I was looking for on YouTube. On the same day you told me, I also saw it was like as a recommended, so I was like, yay, I can finally resubscribe to them. I do like watching their channel. So today I'm just gonna go into what I did. Mostly everything I worked on was because a Fandom Stitching Central, which is a Facebook group. Every year they pick a fandom that they would like to do. Last year I believe was Star Wars, which I was not part of because I just got into this group this year. But this year is The Hobbit, so all the prompts are always kind of surrounding The Hobbit. So for a weekly, it's like a story, and then you just stitch on a project that kind of goes with the story. So I'll get into that maybe more later. And yes, you'll be hearing Kadia. She is a pain in the ass. Okay, so let's get into that WIP update. It's just 3 projects. That's all I really did during that week. And then I'll kind of show you. I got a little bit weird haul going on. I might have to actually grab something. 1 second. Yes, I'm in my PJ pants. Okay. Okay. So, let me see. Oh yeah. So the reason why it's so small is just because in this last weekend, from pretty much Friday until Sunday. Sunday was officially my anniversary. I have been with my boyfriend for 12 years. So we celebrated that. We went to go see Ant-Man, which was pretty cool. And then we were in these seats where they're kind of like a roller coaster type seats. So like when you go on those kind of rides where it has like kind of like a movie going on and then it moves, that's what it was. It was kind of weird. But yeah, so I was doing that, and then I was also cutting floss and putting them on floss straps that I created myself. They're not like, it's just this is a temporary thing until I get something more permanent, something better and more sturdier than what I'm using. Okay, so into the WIP update. So for last week's prompts, it was week 4 since I got into stitching kind of late. I did whatever, and I am part of other groups, but this is one of the ones I focus on. More than others though, so. And then I'm in the Discord, in the Facebook Messenger chats. It's always fun. So for week 4, The Hobbit, it's the unexpected journey. I am Team Hobbit. My tier was a custom of pretty much Ringwraith and the White Wizard, which is you would either stitch 50 stitches or 30 minutes, or you would do 200 stitches, or I think it's 2 hours. And then if you didn't have a prompt, or if you're doing half stitches, it would be like a penalty, which will be doubled, which is like 100 or 400. So most of mine was I had to do double because I was doing tint on some of my projects. So one of the first prompts was we had a stitch on a project that had a landscape. Well, for mine, sorry my head itches, I chose the Egyptian Queen of the Leopards just because of the background. It had some, you know, it had the pyramids with some really nice lakey type thing. I kind of went with that one just because I really did want to start this one too. And and this is artwork by Jen Patrick Krenzy. It's in Heaven Earth Design. And I really just started in this, I've only done this like little corner on the top. So this was a new start. For the first day, I got over 125 stitches because I was doing double. So, and then I worked on it a second day because the second one was stitched on a project with something representing royalty. And I guess you can say that since she's the Queen of Egypt, she represents royalty. So I worked on it twice. That one I put 103 stitches, so I'm around 200 something stitches. And I'm doing this on Royal Row. And it's a 28 count easy guide. So this is where I got to in those 2 days. So I pretty much almost filled out this whole entire tower. I'm working on the second tower. And yep, I am doing this Royal Rose, which is interesting to say the least. I'm not completely done. I have like maybe 2 or 3 stitches left in this tower because I was missing a color, but now I have the color. So I'll continue this. This is one of the projects that I will be doing in March. So I'll put that back. Another project that I worked on, let me just delete something real quick because I ended up not doing it. So another project I worked on was my Fruits of Plenty, because it says stitch on a project that has a challenge you need or had to overcome. My challenge was deciding between doing 1/1 or 2/2 on this 32 count, and also I had a frog because I didn't like the color that I had chosen, and I'm still kind of like iffy on it. So I worked on this on one day. I did over 206 stitches on it. I am working on this. It's called Rose Murda by Under the Sea Fabrics. It is a 32 count, and this is where I got to. So I'll show you something. Oh, it's actually this way, which I can always tap. So this is where as far as I got to. As you probably can tell, I started doing 1/1, but then changed my mind and went back to 2/2. So that's it. That's all I got to. And this is not a piece that I'll be doing in March. Maybe. Depending on the prompt, because I do want to still continue my weekly for Fandom, but I also want to do their March Madness, which is a daily project kind of thing, which I'll get more into in a sec. So I'm gonna put this back in its bag. This, oh yeah, and I am doing sort of specialty flosses, or sort of special. So I am doing this on one of the, if I can find the card. One of them is a Silks for You. It is a number 74. It's like a big, bright red burgundy color. Oh, there they are. It's this bright red burgundy color that is variegated. And then I'm also using Gentle Arts Black Crow, I believe, which I actually bought more of this floss from 123 Stitch, which came in about 7 more. Let me kind of get this. Take that out. So that is as far as I got. We'll continue it. I am waiting still on another Rose Murda from Under the Sea Fabrics for trying to think of their name. Of Under the Sea Fabrics. Okay, and then I had this one out, but I didn't actually work on it. So I was supposed to work on another prompt, but those are the only ones I was able to work on. I was supposed to work on my Space Trooper, but like I said, by the time I got to it, it was already the weekend, and I had a lot of things I was doing. So, but once we kind of got done, you know, we went out to eat. We went to the mall, which he bought me this really nice shirt or sweater. Oh, also in a shirt. One of my favorite characters. See? She is one of my favorites. I love this one. This is a Wednesday Addams sweater. But it's too much. So what I was doing was I was cutting floss, and I made my own kind of floss drops out of you go to Michael's, you go where the cardstock is, and then they always had these big old pads of different type of, I think they're cardstock too, but they're kind of thin, which they're not perfect, but they will do the job for now. So I'll show you just one of them, because I have 3 bags full of them, because I went and did something different. So I cut them all, so as you can see, and I made these cute little floss drops. So I love this style, how on Adam Hart they have these bobbin floss drops. They're 2-sided, where you can put, you know, some here and some there. This is like the smaller of the holes is for like your extra, and then the other one is your full skein. So I made these one, and then this was my experiment first one, but I thought it was too big, so I just use it to put like 900, and I did it for every single set, because I went by numbers. So this one is the 800s, and then I have the ones for the 700s. So I have different things. I have 3 bags worth, because I was trying to halfway, that's what I call it, I half kitted up Fairyland, which will be, oh my gosh, what did I do? Okay, it's called Fairyland. It's from not under Heaven and Earth Designs, which I'll show you the picture. Right here. It's this really cute. This was also an option that I was going to think of doing for landscaping, but I wanted to wait. So it's this picture here. So this one is going to be kind of a sow by #RoyalRose Facebook group. It's hosted by Allison Royal, who is the founder of Royal Rose. So basically it's going to start April 1st officially, but she did ask a lot of people if you're able to, would you like to start it March 1st? And I'm like, yes. So I bought pretty much every color almost, because I have a lot more stash, so I probably have them there. I think I just stopped on like the 4th page of, because it's 4 pages, because I went with the color expansion for this one, so it's like 150 colors, but I stopped there because I know I have a lot that I don't use. I have them in stash, so I'll look to see what it is and then make the flash drops. So I did that. It took me 3 days to, you know, take them apart, and then make. I'm sorry. I'm looking at Katina. She's like, oh my god. I wonder if I can show you this. This is so funny. Let me see. Can you see her? Oh my god, that is so funny. She went and dug herself into that blanket on my boyfriend's on his gym bed. It's so funny. She's hilarious. Oh, I see a little bit lightning in the distance. But yeah, so that's what I did for like 3 days. So if I didn't stitch, at least I was doing that. And then I built one of those weird 3-tier trolley type things that you can get at Michael's. I built me that. That's where I put my floss. I also bought anchor floss because I would love to do my summer ball. And it is all anchor, but when I went to Michael's, they had the little skeins, like they're like little things. Let me see if I can grab it real quick. So these were all, it said they were 50 cents, but when we went to the thing, it was 25. So they're like these big things. But I'm missing 25 colors, so I will have to go and buy those. I was thinking of doing, of just like the ones I'm missing, just convert them to DMC, but I don't know how that floss and DMC will look against each other, so I will just order them from 123 Stitch. Let me see, any other, I have some other, yeah, people outside. So Jasmine custom bags, which you've seen a lot of my bags in my WIP parade. I really wish I missed that video that I could throw something at her. Nothing hard, but enough. I think it's because of how the wind is outside. I don't know if you can actually hear that, but it's kind of loud. So I missed that video that I had of Justin, like when I first, because I bought like a bunch from her, like in one buy. Like I don't know how many there were, but you could see my excitement like every time I opened one, like grabbed it out. Because one of them was a mystery, which was my enchanted bag, which I love that one. I still want a tote of it. But she this year decided to do like a Disney villain bag of the month type thing. And for hers, unfortunately I was too late, so I wasn't one of the ones picked. But she did contact me and say that she had one extra or someone just couldn't get it. So if I wanted it, and I'm like, yeah, of course. I mean, do I wish it was Maleficent? Yes, because, oh yeah, this is my new bug. It's more purpley. That just shows it as gray. Weird. But it is this lovely bag now. It's Cruella. And look how cool that is. It's split because, you know, white and black is Cruella. She embroidered the name Cruella. And then there's the dog paws. And then you have the back. She also embroidered a saying, which is pretty cool. It says, "My only true love, darling. I live for fur. I worship fur." You can totally hear that. And then the inside was, you know, Doctrine. It's really cute bag. I really like the bag. I mean, there are some other things. She gave you 2 skeins of black and white. There is a needle minder. Let me see if we can grab that too. So it's a cute little it's Mickey Mouse, but you know, color coded for her, and it's a really strong needle too. And then she gave us scissors, which is somewhere in there. I'm not going to even try to look for it. And also the floss drops, which I actually showed you in this bag. Floss drops that I'm kind of currently using. It's going to be for my specialty flosses. But right now I just have those 2. So these are the floss drops. Cute. So right now that's where those are at. But I'll have other ones. Alright. So that was that piece of haul. Let's see. I also bought a new fabric from Grace Notes. It's almond milk. This is really pretty. Pretty color. This one is a 40 count that I bought from her because I will be hopefully starting in the next month or two. I don't know how long it's gonna take. Because I bought a lot of I bought Emerald City, I bought Alice, about 100 owls. So that's gonna be for the 100 owls from Owl Force Embroidery. I bought more not bead thread packs. Oh, and Turtle Quaker. So I'll be redoing my Turtle Quaker that I started with Deep Sea, which is the Gloriana, which I need. So I'm just gonna frog what I had and then redo it. Okay, so getting into my plans for March, which so like I said, for March Madness, it's going to be daily. You'll stitch, you have a goal, and you'll go from there. So for me personally, this is what my kind of bracket looks like. I turned it into pictures, and I need to add the pictures into my album on Fandom. So these are the ones I'll be doing. Let me see. Never wants to read it because of the lighting. So can you see that now? A little bit better? Yeah. So my first day, I will be doing Doctor Strange. The second day will be the Veil of Death. Then it's going to be Morticia against Priya from Amy Stewart on Hade. And then it's going to be my Sci-Fi Women against my phones, against my Swan Lake. And then it's going to be my Rainbow Study Room against the True One, also from Heaven and Earth. And then I have my Emerald City against my Alice Sal. They're both from Owl Forest. And then I have this new one. I think it's like Dark Angel. I'm not entirely sure the name. Let me see. It's also from Heaven and Earth. I think it's really pretty because it's just a lot of purples and blacks, which, as you can probably tell, I like purple and I like black. It should be my mess. Mess. Yeah, it's called Dark Midnight Angel. So I'll be doing that one. And then it's gonna go against my Gaia. And then I have my Epic Princess Storybook, or Epic Storybook Princess from Cloud's Factory against my All Avengers. And then I have my Pandemic, which for that one I need to start mapping out the colors here on my Good Notes. And that's going to go against Fairyland, which I'll be starting anyways on. So those are this is how it is. This is the first 16 days. And then whoever wins from them, I will just put like a little line arrow for the next days against who's going to be they're going to go against. So it's going to be fun. And then we'll see who the winner is on the 31st. And then we'll just stitch. I don't know how many I want to stitch, but I know for my goal, I want to stitch for 3 hours. So it doesn't have to be a straight 3 hours. It just has to be 3 hours. Because, something might happen where I need to pause the timer, go do it, come back, and then continue. But it has to be around 3 hours. So, and then whoever has the most stitching on whatever gets to go to the next day. So besides that, I will also have the weekly. And today's prompt, which I will need to start looking for, is, so it says, for the first prompt, I'll just read out all the prompts and then I will show you all my projects, the before pictures. Or not the before pictures, but I'll show you physically. And then anything else is because I just want to work on them. So we'll see. So the first prompt because this is a weekly, the dwarves venture along the river running. Stitch on a project with water. So I'll find a project that has water. I'll stitch on it. I haven't decided yet. You'll know hopefully by either the end of the week or whatever. A lot of time is spent camping or traveling between camps. Stitch on a project which includes something you'd find at a campsite. And number 3 is Bilbo would, I probably said that wrong. Bilbo would often borrow Thorin's map, pondering over the runes and the messages of the moon letters. Stitch on a project with letters and or words. So I'll have to find this to see if I have anything that has a word in it or letters. The only one I can think of at the moment would be my All Avengers, because at the bottom it says Avengers. That's part. And then it says, while sitting gloomily in a grassy bay, staring out, Bilbo hears a sharp crack as a thrush knocks a snail on a stone. Stitch in black or yellow to represent the colors of the thrush. So that should be easy, because I have a lot of things that start with black. I'm doing black on anyways. And then remembering the moon runes, Bilbo and the dwarves watch a ray of sunshine on the wall, which cracks to reveal a keyhole. Stitch in silver to represent a key. So for this one, I'm not too sure I have anything that I need to stitch silver or gray or whatever. So I might be doing penalty stitches on that one. So I'm going to show you all my projects. But for these prompt ones, I might retry to do my little clips and do a weekly clip for that one. But for this coming March Madness, Fairyland, or anything like that, that will be more of a monthly. So I might do clips for March Madness one. So there's gonna be, you're gonna see 2 1. You're gonna see a weekly one, a weekly put together clip video. Hopefully, I'm gonna start doing it on my my computer instead of my tablets or whatever, because it doesn't work. Like, I can't do it. So I'm gonna do it here, do short clips for March Madness and everything. And then for my March Madness, which starts on Wednesday. So from that one, I'm going to take it all the way into the end, and then you're going to see one big old video at the end of the month. So that's how I'm going to do that one. So weekly, you'll see my monthly on my weekly ones, and then whatever little update I have. And then you'll be, at the end of the month, you'll see my monthly one. I think that's how I'm going to do it. Okay, so let me see if I can find. So this is not on my, I'm just going to show you everything that I'm going to want to work on and where they are at the moment, and then you'll be able to see progress hopefully by the weekly or by the long month, because I will try to save the picture of where they are at starting and then work my way that way. So the first one is Stormtrooper. This is something I just want to work on because it is for my boyfriend. And this is where we are currently at on this one. I will be putting the picture of what the finished project will look like side by side of this, or in a corner. I don't know. But this is where we're at currently. I'm not going to give stitch counts because that's just too much work and I don't want to keep here too long. This one, as I said, was where we are at on the Egyptian Queen. So this one stayed on the Q snap because I'm probably going to get back to it. This one is a new start. It will be my heroine collection. I'll be working on that one because I really do want to work on it. I want to start it because it's just been too long. I don't know if I want to do it in the corner or should I do it in the middle. In the middle, I think it starts with the diamond, like the pink diamond. So let me know in the comments if you want me to do it top corner area or middle. Let me know. And that's where I will start it. Because I go either way. This is, I'll show you the fabric that I did for this one. This is going to be for Pandemic. I dyed it myself. It's purple with some black. It's a 32 count, so I'm going to be doing this 2/2. So yeah, I have this one, which is going to be awesome. I just got to design how I want it because it's going to be based off of Night River for Christmas. I had it before, and I think I can do it again. Let's see. This is not part of March Madness, but it could be for one of my prompts. I don't know. But I do know I want to come back to it because I found it fun. Ooh, let me put all this down. This is for trying to think of the name. It is for Wednesday and Indian Christmas from Tilton Crafts. This is where we are at. That. It's just that little one, but this is what the whole fabric looks like. This pink side here is going to be Wednesday side, and this grayish side here is for Enid side. But I also kind of mixed the gray into the pink and some pink into the gray. So this is what it looks like. Woo. I want to do opposite because I know I'm not going to be doing all that white background they have on that project. I'll either do half gray, half pink, or try to do the stained glass, or just leave it as is, and that's where it will be. I know this is for the Swan Lake. So this is where we are at. Nope, this is upside down. I took everything off Q-snaps and everything just because I'm tired. So that's where we're at. This is on the periwinkle, and I'm really hoping this fits because I'm kind of scared now. Wow, how I look at it, but I think it'll fit. So we'll see. I gotta look at how much left I have. Let's see. I have Morticia Adams, also one I just want to work on because I do want to get a page finish this month. So this is where we are at. This one is big old fabric. This is for my All Avengers, but this is as much as I've gotten to right now. So I might switch that into a Rose and see how that works. Let's see. This is for the Rainbow Study Room, which is also just a little start. This is new, that's new, so there's no project on that. But those were for Fairyland and cannot say. I'm going to show you the picture by phone because I cannot say the name myself, and I'm not one who likes to butcher things. But it's the mini Sukiyagi by Hiroyo Morita. So it's gonna look like it's this one. So that's the one, and I just got the fabric for it. This is New Start. This is for the True one, I believe. Yeah, this is for True One, which is nothing. So a lot of things is going to be new starts. I like doing new starts on top of my old starts. So this is the pretty fabric. I want to show everybody, especially if I have pretty fabrics, I want to show everything. So this is for Gaia, Queen of the Earth, or Goddess of the Earth. So this is where it's at currently, part of her dress. But this is the fabric. Totally, it's called Gaia from Bestitch Me. It's a pretty opalescent, 32 count. It's a little tight, so I was actually considering frogging, but I think I can do it. I can do it. Oh yeah, this is as far as I got to. last time on Alice from Alforce and Brody. So this is it. This is on a piece of 32 count. This is my gem from Bestitch Me. What is this? Nope. New Start. It's for Priya from Amy Stewart on Haid. This is, I might have to frog this because I think I lost the actual pattern, so I had to redo the pattern again on Max Stitch. This is for sci-fi. I called it Badass Women. So I'll put that picture. This was where I had gotten to, but there's a possibility I'm going to have to redo this anyways, like take out the stitches and then redo it because I had to redo the pattern because I lost it, and so I don't think it's gonna match. And then this one is, I actually have a picture. It is from Chris Ortega. It is, well, it's not the mini, but it's the Veil of Death. I went bigger. I really like this one. So this is probably a project I can work on because there's a lot of black. So this is where I was at last time. And like I said, anything I want to try to get as much progress on all of them as much as I can. This one is my Emerald City. I want to show the whole entire fabric because it's actually really pretty. So this is where I'm at currently. I'm in the middle. I'm still working on the Emerald City itself, and it's on this pretty avocado by Bestitch Me. So yep, that's it. And I'm using the floss from Alforce and Brody, the variegated version. So I love these pieces. I love these fabrics. These fabrics are pretty. This one's huge. This is a 40 count. It is from Grace Notes Fabrics, and it is called Happily Ever After. So this is where I'm at currently. I'm still working on the castle. My castle, by the way. So I'm currently there. This is the whole entire fabric. It's going to be huge. So basically I am doing this 1/2 on 20 count. So this is essentially a 20 count, but I'm doing it 1/2 instead, because usually some people do 2/2. With this, it didn't work too well, so I went 1/1. Whew, that's like a freaking shawl blanket thing. This one is going to be frogged, but this is for Doctor Strange, and this is where I was at. I think it's this way. Last time I was doing it, it was right there. This is on I want to say it's 22 count. It's either 20 or 22. So basically I do have to frog this because my stitches were ugly, but it was too thick, so I'm going to go back. Instead of doing this 2/1, I'm going to do it 1/1 and see how that works better. So I just got to get my little picker out, which is this, and frog. This is one I really love doing. It is my Little Dreamers Tree, max color, regular, I guess. I don't know. It's because super size is $999, while this is $997. So I don't know. This is where we're at. I pretty much have up to there left to do this. This is going to be, and then that's the end. So it's just going to be this big. Whoosh. So it's not even going to be a lot long. So from here to about right here. And that's how long it is. The width of it is really long though. So I'm doing that 28 count, 2/1 tent. I will tell you a secret. I don't know if I said it in my last one. There's an area where it was 1/1. And then I'm gonna get back to this one because I'm still stuck on part 1, for the Autumn Lane Stitchery's Dark Queen of the Earth. This is where we were at. Let me see. Let's just put something behind it and then you can see. Yep, that's it. And I'll probably get back to it. A lot of these were not part of my bracket. I mean, like, unless you saw it, I mentioned them. But these are just ones I want to work on. Like, I really want to get back to this one, which, let me see. I was doing it in the middle. I think it's this one. This is for Ganesh, and this is where we were at. So, and it's on a, I think it's 32 count. So, it's Evil Queen by Bestitch Me. So I was working on that one. And I'm doing this with no background. So the background will be the fabric. And then I'm also going to try to get out. It's the Raven Queen, Mirabilia. And this is where we were at last time. Which is also another piece that has black in it. So I can do that prompt on this one too. And this is just a piece of dyed fabric. I think it was originally like just grays, but then I went and added some blues. So it might have been from not Bestitch Me. Oh yeah, Bestitch Me. But and the last one I want to work on, oh no, I have another one, but it's just the fabric. So I'm gonna show you the fabric because it's really pretty. So this is my supersized Sal from Extreme Cross Stitch Challenge Group. It's a yearly thing, also something I just got into, and I'll be working on the supersized World Travel Bookshelf by Amy Stewart, and that's as far as I got. This is complete confetti heavy. It's like so heavy, like it's crazy. And I was supposed to start for here, but I ended up going one more square kind of in a diagonal, which works. Okay, so, and the last thing is I want to work on Aquila, the fire goddess. I think that's for her name or something like that. It's from Bella Filipina. And I got the fabric, and this is what the fabric looks like. Which I think is the call for. Pretty sure. But it's pretty. I haven't decided if I want to go dark to light or light to dark. But I'll be working on that. Let's see. Oh, and before I leave you off, I did go to my, it's a sort of logo cross stitch store. It's really small, like it's just like the size of my living room or my dining room. But I picked out some cloths from them, and it's something I've never even heard of before. So, because I want to do it against something else, but so let me go grab my silks for you real quick. So, I had recently bought some silks for you for my Reaching Skyward for Modern Folk Embroidery, and this is sorry, I'm trying to take out everything else. So this is what the variegated floss looks like. So some burgundy color, some cream, and a lighter pink. So this is it. This is all of it. But see, I wanted to do this one in a solid color. So I went to this shop and I saw these ones. They're called Planet Earth Fiber. It's a silk ply. So the first one I bought, I guess it's called Souffle. So it's not coming out, but it's more darker. And I guess you can kind of go with for this color. So I don't know if I want to do this one with a dart, but I also got beet, which is like a burgundy. So I also bought this one. So I might end up doing a little bit of all three, or I can try using that on something else and end up just buying if I can put this back in the bag. Squirrels. There's squirrels in my attic area. Let me see if I can find it. So either that, or I just go and buy the Silk for You color match, which will give me all of three. It'll give me the burgundy, the cream, and the soft brown from that whole entire thing. So I can either do those two that I just chose, which would mean and then against that one, or go ahead and buy this one as well, and then kind of go with a bit of that. But I have to decide how I want to do it. So let me know what you think. Should I use the one that I just bought with that one, or should I just go ahead and buy the color match set? And then I went and bought some beading thread in white, and then I bought some John James 26 count needles. So they had some cute stuff. They didn't have all the floss like I really want, but interesting store. It's called Needle Pointers. It was like somewhere I could barely find. So yeah, that's it. So that's pretty much it. If I decide to do, and I still need to do my magic stitchdom. I want to try to start in on that. So I need to like kind of start pulling information from that and start that. So if I do decide to start doing that, I'll let you know in my mini videos for either my weekly or my monthly. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I didn't bore you. Oh, and one more thing. I got my Lowry stand, which is, let me show you. It's over there in the corner. Yep, it's right there. I had a mishap, but thankfully, I would like to thank Corinne for figuring out the situation, what was going on. It was just, unfortunately, I got sent the wrong Lowry stand, so it wouldn't fit with my my large owl bar that I bought, the extended one. So it wouldn't work with that. We figured out why is because it got mixed up. So I sent her back the other one, and she sent me mine, and I'm really loving it. I just bought the adapter for scroll frames. I'm slowly just buying the little things for it, but right now, so far, it's working really, really well with just my Q-snap stuff. So hopefully I'll be able to put like my big projects, like my supersized, my All Avengers, all those type of projects that are huge. I'm able to put it on a scroll and use that. I'm also hoping sooner or later my room will be finished enough where I can start working in my room better in a nice comfy chair instead of always my couch. But I like my couch, so whatever. So that is it for today. I hope to see you next time. If you ever have any questions or you want me to, or interested about something, please let me know in the comments. I will be happy to help and to answer you. So thank you. Have a good rest of your day. Have a good rest of your morning, night, evening, whatever time you're watching this. And I will see you next time. Bye.